Thank you. So, okay, so let's pass to the other slide. So the Bloomberg Philanthropies Global Mayor Challenge is a competition that has supported cities over a decade, and it has fostered the development of innovative activities or ideas to improve the life conditions of residents around the world in multiple sectors. You see here some numbers. They have had around 5 competitions. This will be the 6th edition that they're going to be doing. And they are pretty much interested in cities like cities in the Miwa region, cities in Africa, and cities in ASPAC, since most of their other competitions have had a lot of interest from cities of Europe and Latin America. So they now are pretty much trying to focus on your cities, which we believe it's an excellent opportunity. So as you see, there is an investment of over $56 million that have affected around 1,660 cities globally, and it encouraged cities in this competition specifically to reimagine the core services. And when we talk about core services, is what you do in your local life. We're talking about public transportation in the cases of, because that depends on how your country structures is, but education, public health, water and sanitation, every single core service that you do in your cities. This challenge wants you to think and reimagine how to give this service in a better way. So maybe we can change the slide, please. So why should your city apply? First, because there's going to be funding. The challenge gives you $1 million, which is a very good amount of money to invest in your city. Second, it gives you global recognitions. You will be among 25 cities that are going to be awarded with this. Third, you're going to be having what they call world-class technical support. And that means that through the process, you're going to be having several experiences of technical support. That means that you're going to be participated in several workshops, but also, we're going to see this later on, but after this process of the whole call of proposals, Bloomberg chooses 50 cities, and with these 50 cities, they are going to do an innovation lab for you to develop further your proposals. And then after that, Bloomberg is going to choose 25 cities to give the $1 million. But a part of this technical support, another very interesting thing that I believe this challenge gives is the possibility also to have a staff funded. I think it's 2 staff for 2 years that Bloomberg Philanthropies will give you, for you to found, besides the $1 million, which I think it's a very good opportunity, because it actually creates local capacities, and it is not just an award and something that is out, but it's kind of to be rooted in cities. And of course, to be part of a global peer community. You're already part of this beautiful global community of UCLD, but we will like you to be part as well, and accompanied by us to be part of this kind of big Bloomberg family. So this is one of the 4 of the reasons which we believe you should apply. So we can pass the slide. Thank you, Claudia. So yeah. When he told me that we wanted to do this, he wanted for me to explain a little bit on positive cases, or cases that were already funded. So we took the example of Bogota, and we took the example of Bogota because it's a very nice city, but it's also because it is my home city. So I know it better, so I could explain it in a different way. So what Bogota did, Bogota is a winner from the 2021 selection process, and they had a specific problem, and that is another word you have to have in mind. And the problem was that they had developed these care blocks in these care programs where they did give a lot of support to women and to caregivers. But now they figured out that the problem once they were doing this policy was that there was some people that were left behind. And the people that were left behind in this case were mostly the mothers of the caregivers of the people with disabilities. Because I mean, the program actually there could cover a lot of other services, education, entertainment, other public services, health, with the policy of care. But they saw that there was a specific community that needed a little bit more. And this little bit more actually made them think in a different way to see how we get to this population and do something different from them. So what this project actually is doing is actually doing a program of in-home assistant program. So what they do is that first they have transportation to come and get the caregivers, to take the caregivers sometimes away from home, to give them maybe some training on other capacities so they can actually build a career or build something so they can be economically sustainable, but also to get them out of a space and take care of the people that needed to be cared for. So the platform actually works in providing these caregivers with additional tools, but also to the people that needed the assistance, the people with disability, to integrate and also them within the community, establishing specific programs for them. And it definitely has its support actually has promoted cultural transformation within the families. It has showcased and give these caregivers, these women caregivers, which are mostly women, a different sense of ownership and of capacities. So as I was saying, just keep in mind those words: innovation, problem definition, and of course, cultural transformation. So with this, we have analyzed a little bit, as for Jaya's request, some points that that you should be having in mind once you do your application. The first, as I was saying, is problem identification. This problem identification should be achieved through a deep understanding on your local issues. You are the ones that know, and you are the ones that know what your city needs and what your citizens need. So this needs to be something that, this identification needs to be something that you build within your community. It has to have your community feedback, and it has to have a rigorous data analysis. In this case, one of the tips that I identified for these people, that those cities that have won this award, is that Bloomberg really likes numbers. They really like to say, so for example, in the case of Bogota, I had this population of, let's say, several thousand people that are caregivers. I have this part of population that is not well attended. I have this specific number of people or services that I'm not giving, or that the city is not able to accomplish yet. So the identification of this program has to have data, and second, has to have community feedback. The second point of this that I want for you to keep in mind is the community involvement. The idea, you have your problem, but the identification of the program is done with community feedback, but the community involvement in the actions that you're going to be proposing, it is very important also for this kind of award. So it has to be something, those actions that you develop has to be something that has direct engagement of the residents, so they can implement this solution and ensure that these initiatives are actually owned and well received, as the example that I put in Bogota, where also the caregivers are now training other caregivers in several things. So that is being making the impact a little bit broader. 13, scalability and transferability. Think about projects that you can expand in time. This doesn't go, you have to dream big. This doesn't go just for 2 years with $1 million. It has to be that cultural and community transformation of your city. So think big. the Bloomberg appreciate these big innovative ideas. Fourth thing, overcoming challenges. These collaborative efforts that I mean, this community involvement, the identification with the community and so have to be shown in the process. How you, through this stakeholder, kind of a multi-stakeholder organization or program, how you actually can think differently in overcoming this problem that you already identified. And the five things that I would say when we analyze the previous examples of winners cities is the measuring of impact. As I was saying in the beginning, Bloomberg really loves numbers, and they really kind of read. You know, in UCLD, we talk a lot about like processes and things. We are used to that, but Bloomberg's mind is a lot about numbers, impacts, and data. So I would recommend truly to think about the solutions, the identification of the problem, the identification of what you're gonna do, putting your mind in how you measure this impact, how you measure these problems. I mean, we can pass to the next slide. Thank you. So as you probably know, and if you don't, I mean, applications are open now and will close on December the 20th. And as it says here, the challenge is inviting mayors around the world to reimagine, as I was saying, the core services, key core services. And as I told you, 50 finalists will receive $50,000 in piloting funds, so you can actually develop a little bit more your idea, and also to model and to test your concepts. I think this is a great opportunity because usually cities do not get the time to test. And this is a very good opportunity for you to test a policy being founded for this. And I think that develops and encourages innovation. So as I was saying, first are the 50 finalists, and then from those 50 finalists, 25 winning cities will receive, as I said, $1 million, additional funded staff positions that I mentioned before, and as I was saying, dedicated coach support to bring these proposals to life. Next slide, please. So in this, what are core services? And the examples that usually Bloomberg gives are here, but that truly will depend on how the configuration of your competencies within your own countries are. But just to name a few: public transportation, education, safety, libraries, parks, recreation, healthcare, social services, internet connectivity. They are very much about the technologies. And so housing and shelter, which is also very important. As I was saying, water and sanitation. Of course, there's a lot of component of infrastructure. $1 million could be something that you could use in infrastructure, not just in infrastructure, but as part of waste management, economic and workforce development, energy use, climate change, I mean, cultural issues, you name it. All of your core services are part could be part of this. So let's see a little bit on the timeline. So as you see here, now from October to December, you are able to learn more. This is an informative session that we have done within UCLD, but there are a lot of other informative sessions that are in the webpage. There are now different workshops. If you have not been able to access to those workshops before, they are already taped. We can give you the information so you can go to the different workshops. A lot of the material is in different language. There's a material in French, English, Arab, Spanish, Portuguese. So you can also have the material in your own language. of course, we are not able, I mean, Bloomberg was not able to translate it in all the different language of the cities, but I think this was a very good effort actually for MIWA cities to be part of this. So you see, October to December, we are making this. You have to go first to something that is called reservation. So in the web page, you're gonna see that you can ask for more information. Then they will send you a specific link with your application. Applications are an only link that is given to a specific city. So like, for example, I cannot get your application, or I mean, I can, if you download it, we can see it together and we can explore things, but it is not something that you can share with other cities. It is your application only, and that is a process that goes from Bloomberg to you once you require this information. So December 20th is the deadline for proposing, you know, like then we're gonna see a little bit on the application part. And then, as it says here, then in February, the first cities are going to be, the 50 cities are going to be announced. March to July, these finalist cities are going to go through a process of a 3-day seminar in person that is an innovation lab, which is also a very good thing. Then in July, after this knowledge, you're going to be able to resubmit your proposals. And then in October 2025, the final decision of the 25 winners is going to be announced. So let's see a little bit on the application part. So as I was saying, the application has, I know it says 111, sorry for that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But so the first thing is problem identification, the description of the problem, as I was saying, very important for you to quantify that problem and to say in a very interesting way, or in a very deep way, what is the problem about and why is the city not being able yet to accomplish that. And I don't think should be any shame of that. All cities have challenges, and this is a place to put your challenge out and say, the city is struggling with this and with this and with this. We have this population, and so then think about a bold idea. Think about something creative that you may be able to do. As I was saying, think about with your communities. Third is the major commitment, which is done through a video. And then is the stakeholder information that we're going to be seeing a little bit more on this in the other slides. So the description of the problem, as I was saying, your problem statement should be for them to get to know the root cause of your problem, to identify how this is impacting your residents, again, numbers, data, and who will impact the most out of this. Then gather the evidence, all the data. How do you feel, or how can you feel this evidence gap in those ways? You can also do interviews, you can be supported by your own universities, observatories, maybe your own, if it's a multi-stakeholder thing, what about the private sector, how they are also part of this problem, but also the solution. And then at the end, refine the problem statement with something that is very, very, very clear. So in the case of Bogota, it was, we have a very good care policy, but we are not doing it enough. We are having people that is left behind, which are people with disabilities and caregivers. So they went a little bit more. The second thing, maybe we can pass the description, the slide. Your bold idea, brainstorm with your people, get inspired by other cities. You have the spaces of UCLD MIWA, you have the spaces of UCLD. We are also able to give you information and adapt to your regional context for sure. And then start and collect as many ideas as possible, and then narrow it down. Then the mayor's commitment, which is next slide. They ask us to do, or you cities to do, a video of your mayor voicing the strong commitment and the idea on how to participate, on why the mayor is willing to participate in this. So the first thing to do is to state how this challenge is aligning with the major priorities, the major plans that could be accomplished through this. Second thing is for sure to identify, and the mayor has to really exemplify how's the problem and why is or what is going to be addressed by the mayor through this challenge. And then describe very simply or briefly how this prize would actually transform the approach to assess the problem. It is the price, but as I was saying, it's not just about, I wouldn't go just specifying within the money, but specifying within the opportunity of testing, the opportunity of going forward with your communities. It is the opportunity of having the interaction with other cities, with experts. It is not just about the money. I would recommend not just to focus about, hey, with this $1 million, I can build this thing, but rather to think about how this prize and all the different things that it gives you, it will give your community an opportunity or your city an opportunity to make the community life's conditions better conditions. So final part of this, stakeholder information. So first thing, very important, build your team. You have to identify within your team who would be the people that would support this kind of strategy or of challenge or of initiative. It is very important that you have a core team specifically dedicated to this. And then for sure, as I was saying at the beginning, all the time, analyze your stakeholders, identify who you need to work with. Is it your beneficiaries? Is it different, I don't know, let's say youth groups? Is it your private sector? Is it the universities there? Is it a specific organized community that you would like to address? So identify in a very good way and analyze your stakeholders. So this is the explanation of the application. And then if we pass to the next slide, I will give you some tips on what are the different resources that the Global Challenge has, which are first, Innovators Toolkit. As I was saying, this toolkit is available in different languages, so you can also read it and adapt to it. It has different modules for each application component. It has activity worksheet, facilitation guide, examples, responses, so you can really dive into this to know a little bit better on how to do that. And then it has the Bloomberg team is also doing live events. As I was saying, there is a Toolkit live series that I was mentioning that you can also, I think they are finishing up now in November, but if you were not able to assist or to participate on this, there is always the videotapes of that you can also take advantage of. But then one of the things that is also interesting for this is that they do have office hours if you want to do a specific Q&A session with them. I mean, this could be a Q&A session is intended to that, but if you really feel that maybe, I mean, that you need a specific thing that maybe either the MIWA team or the UCLD team here in the World Secretariat cannot answer, you are also able to book with them an office hour. So that is also a good complement. So maybe we can pass. Thank you. So this is a little bit on to show you how the toolkit works, or how are the different things that you can see there. And then finally, you can, maybe we can pass. You can here scan the QR, visit the website, and of course, contact. What we want to do from UCLD is to give you an opportunity also to have this platform, as we are a network, for you to say, so I have problems with this, I need more information over this, could you help me with that? This is what we want to do also with you, not just the Bloomberg part, but also try to assist you through the way till December 20. So this is why also the programs teams is out for. So whatever you need, also please do count on us. So I think that was my presentation. So I leave for you if you have any question, any comment.
Thank you, Maria. So to everyone, if you have any questions about anything about the application process, anything, you can raise your hand.
Reem, I think there is a question in the chat box.
Yes, I can share the presentation, and we will do a package for the colleagues of MEWA to share with you all this information.
Yeah, would be great.
So I was very clear then, since you don't have any
seems
questions,
like that, yeah.
apparently.
That you are very clear, Maria.
Yeah, I think so, but I have
And actually, yes,
someone
Reem.
from Karak. They I think they have, I don't know if she's still here. Actually, she was talking about the number of residents in Karak city. Because I think they applied, and then Bloomberg responded, and they said the number of residents in Karak is less than 100, but in the statistical, like officially, it is more than 300,000. But when you go to Google, they only see the number of the area around the castle, something like this. So now they replied, and Karak City sent back to Bloomberg telling them that this is the official statistics of the population and everything. And I think they wanted to ask if you can provide any help with that.
Okay, if you maybe that could be something we can do by email. If you would pass me the request, then I can also ask for the colleagues of Bloomberg.
Perfect.
So to have a definitely final confirmation.
And Reem, we have Mr. Fuad from Karatay.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks a lot for your presentation firstly. And then we must rethink about our projects we are doing now, because we have lots of projects doing, but we must find the most innovative one. After the presentation, I get the message of this. And then we can make a contact with you, as you said, via email or via other platforms, and then groups or something like this. I don't know what you organize for the contact, and one-to-one maybe. We must ask some questions about some tricks, about some our projects, because these are the special and private ones. And then we are in a how can I say, we must be in a 25 municipality, local government. So we must ask some questions for one-to-one, some special maybe problems or special questions. So we want to thanks a lot. It will be so clear for your presentation. It's short, but so clear presentation. Thanks a lot again.
No, thank you. So yeah, we are able to have this conversation. So, but please do circulate it with our MEWA colleagues. So we are also in coordination with them to give you maybe the opportunity of having maybe a little bit more detail on this. But one of the things that I believe it is important, but is that you don't, maybe you can think about the projects that you are already doing, but think about out there, like very big out. It is not about the continuity of your project, but rather if you have elements that, if that's those projects that you are doing right now are giving you evidence of a bigger problem that you have, then you take this and make it something bigger. So use the projects that you are developing now to get and to gather the evidence, to extract your problem, and maybe to create further solutions and say, the municipality has been doing this, and this, but we figure that maybe we can go further. But we can absolutely debate this bilaterally with the colleagues of MIWA.
Yes, from the Bogota example and from the other examples, we saw that the percentage is higher because before and after affected people, affected how can I say, service givers, something like this. The most important thing is data, evidence, and the results must be greater than what we think about it, what we planned, and also social impact as a whole for the community. The most important thing is this. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Good.
We will use, for example, for the how can I say, city council, for example. We have lots of 3,000 people, for example, in city council. They are working for example, zero waste management, consciousness, how can I say, awareness for the how can I say, all the district, for example, Karatay district. They are working on this, and they get the, for example, award from the UNDP Turkey, for example, for this 42,000 house and shops. They went and they give information, for example, for the zero waste or the other things, and they started to, how can I say, the big impact on the zero waste management in our district. For example, something like this, there must be social impact, social awareness, social consciousness, or something like this. We must use all these keys.
Totally. And you are addressing one core service, which is good. So it is waste management, it is waste management, and then you can just amplify it. So thank you for your question.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
I think we had another question. Yes, please.
Hello. I would like to know the application processing. For example, if we fill out some application screen, we may have some problems on that. Another thing is the coordination with the UCIG members around. This gives a unique projects, guarantee the unique project, especially for the MEWA region. We would like to apply this program, but the similar project may come. So if we distinguish between them, that would give us a winning chance, inshallah.
Yes, totally. But I think that's rather an issue of coordination with, of course, if we get the help and support of our MIWA colleagues. If you want to share your applications before, so we can also, between the MIWA colleagues and ourselves, we can give you some guides or say like, hey, we have I don't know, let's say 25 projects about waste management. Hey, let's do this. But also what I believe it is that local realities are what they are. And if you are having those troubles, the whole situation is how you approach those challenges differently within your own resources in your cities. So it could be waste management, all of them, but then the solutions are going to be different. And then, I mean, we can work on that. The only thing is that we have to work very fast. So my recommendation for this, it will be for you to download your things, to apply, to get the to get the application, and then start bombing us with questions so we can, well, not bombing us with questions because it's not too many questions, but like so we will try to do the best to help you and to assist you with it.
Thank you very much.
I think we have also a question in chat. Is there a minimum percentage of our budget participation?
I I don't understand the question. I don't know if you could
Yeah,
elaborate a little
it
bit
is
more.
Co-finance, isn't it? Co-finance.
Oh, co-finance.
Yes.
That is something I have to find out. I don't know, but it's a very valid question. We will get back to you on that.
Yeah, and another from BREF from Palestine, they have the same problem as Karak because of the differentiation between Google statistics and the official statistics of the population of the city. We can contact them. Actually, they can send an email, and we can take it from there for this as well. Also, we have Amman with us here. Amman also won the award in 2021 for Amman is Listening platform. So Amman is best practice here with us.
Also, we have the experience here.
Yeah,
They should have done the presentation then.
yeah.
We
They-
want twice, by the way, members from our region, Istanbul from Turkey and Amman from Jordan.
Amman from
Oh,
Jordan.
yeah, it seems like the prize goes to the big cities, but I don't think so, because I just
No.
the map you shared, it's about the project. And also I just want to highlight something that of course UCLG as well as UCLG World Secretariat we will be grateful to help you out during this application process, but we still do believe that you know the best, what is the best project and the best approach to apply for this opportunity. So please just evaluate yourself, just and we will be of course happy to support in any manner. So it's an important.
Absolutely. Totally agree with you, Eugene. So I don't see any other.
I'm trying to check if
Oh,
there's
yes. Maybe.
more questions.
I would like just to comment. Hello, everyone. This is Najuda from Amman. Thank you for the
Yeah.
presentation. I just want to comment on the winners are mega cities. It's not like that, but it was when we won, we were lucky that it was the first time it's open for global. Usually it's been for only the states. So this year it's more challenging and more competitive because it was announced and circulated widely all around the globe. And another note I would like to say that the main thing that it should be based on evidence-based solution, innovative, creative, and replicable, and that should show the commitment of the city and its leadership, also engagement of community. That's the main thing that usually proposals should be look like. And thanks for UCLG MIWA for arranging for this session and for your presentation.
Thank you, Najud. Thank you.
Najud, I have a very serious question for you. Are you going to apply again?
Sure, we will. Sure.
Okay.
But as I told you, this year it will be more competitive, so we
Yeah.
have to be more innovative.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I hope all members will apply with your motivation. So I think Oman, as always, is a good practice for us. Thank you, Najud. Thank you.
Thank you, inshallah. Thank you.
Any more questions? So Maria, you were very clear.
Yeah. And by the way, we recorded the meeting and we will
Yes.
share it again with all of you colleagues. So you come back to the video to listen to watch it again. So
Wait, Said, I
will-
think
Sure.
also wants to talk.
No,
Said?
I would like to thank you just for this offers and this chance you are giving for us. Maria, she was very clear. And we think to looking for application, and then if we have any question, we will back to you.
Good. So we want to see you win. So let's start working all of us on this. And as Jaya said, like, yeah, the solutions and the minds are yours. We are here just to give you a little bit of support, but you're the ones that know how to do it. So we trust you and we share for you. So I don't know, if we do not have any further question, I think we can close the meeting. If you're okay, Reem and Jay.
Yeah, sure. We can end the meeting. And as Yahya said, the meeting is recorded. We received already, received some requests for sharing the recording. So it's in their hands.
Great.
Yeah.
Good
Thank you
luck
so
to
much for
everyone.
the opportunity to talk to you, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye, good luck.
Bye, Claudia. Bye.